It's my very proud pleasure now to read the message from a statesman of international stature, Kofi Annan. He served as the 7th Secretary General of the United Nations from 1997 to 2007. I actually had a little to do with the fact that he became the Secretary General, because I was the Minister for Africa and Development in those years leading up to 1997 in the UK government. Since 2007, he has been involved in numerous organisations, both global and with African focus. He has played a key role in the negotiations to end the civil unrest in Kenya and continues to work behind the scenes there. He is currently a member of the Board of Directors of the UN Foundation. He is a member of the Africa Progress Panel. As sadly he could not be with us today as we had hoped, he has sent us a letter of congratulations, which he has asked me to read out to you. In the 1950s, the world came tantalizingly close to eradicating malaria. Since then, this terrible disease has killed tens of millions and ruined the developmental outlook of entire countries. The scope of this tragedy has given rise to renewed efforts to roll back malaria through an unprecedented cooperation between national governments, international institutions, civil society, and the private sector. In just 10 years, the Medicines for Malaria venture has become central to these efforts. Indeed, you have come a very long way since 1999. Your venture started out with $4 million and the aspiration to discover and develop at least one new, safe, effective, and affordable anti-malarial drug before the end of the decade. You have achieved so much more. With over $323 million received and committed, and the largest ever pipeline of antimalarials in development, you have surpassed all our expectations and raised the hope of millions around the globe. At the same time, you have demonstrated the potential of public-private partnerships to tackle problems neither sector can solve on its own. The success of your initiative should encourage others struggling to tackle difficult development challenges to look for synergies between the business community and the public sector and leverage the best each can offer in terms of specific expertise, facilities, and financial resources. I congratulate you warmly for all you have achieved over the past decade, and I am grateful to those that have supported you along the way. However, much remains to be done. Over 1 million people still die of malaria every year. Accelerating climate change also means that more people are becoming vulnerable to vector-borne diseases like malaria. We must not repeat the mistakes of the lost eradication era of the 1950s, nor lessen our efforts just when the target may be in sight. Now is the time to defeat malaria once and for all. I am confident that a future without malaria is within reach, and that MMV will remain at the centre of the efforts to make it happen. I wish you a truly memorable anniversary and sincerely hope that it will not take another decade until we can celebrate your final triumph. Kofi Annan.